I welcome everyone to this meeting of the Health Occupations and Long-Term Care Subcommittee. We have two cross-filed bills before us, and we'll be both dealing with assisted living programs. And we'll begin with a description of the changes that have been made, proposed changes to the bills that would be made by the amendments that are before us. Everyone should have a copy of the amendments and a interlineated copy of the bill. Council.
So we've discussed this bill a few times. It establishes additional requirements for assisted living referrers. It requires them to maintain general liability insurance and to obtain criminal history records checks. The amendments are going to strike the requirements in the bill as introduced that involved HIPAA, notice of assistance, and TORB requirements. Instead, the amendments require the assisted living referrer to provide the client or client's representative with a description of the services the referrer will provide any financial agreements to a client or client's representative in writing or electronically, and comply with specified data privacy provisions. So on the last page of your reprint, there is a new subsection F, and that is the data privacy provisions. So for the first year that this is in effect, from October 1st, 2024 to September 30th, 2025, an assisted living referrer will be required to keep a client or potential client's medical records confidential and may disclose the record only for purposes of making a referral if the client or potential client gives informed written, electronic, or audio recorded consent. And they also may not sell the personal data of a client, potential client, or client's representative to another person unless the client or client's representative gives informed written, electronic, or audio recorded consent. Then on October 1st, 2025, there is a big bill that you are going to be discussing on the floor if you haven't already. It's passed out of ECM, I believe, on data privacy. It goes into effect on October 1st, 2025. So on or after October 1st, 2025, an assisted living referrer will have to comply with the data privacy provisions in that bill.
And the provisions here in F, Roman 1 and 2 are the provisions in that bill, are they not?
They're presented a little bit differently in that bill, but generally speaking, it's...
I'm sorry, how did you finish that?
Generally speaking, they're covered by that bill, but that bill is a very comprehensive bill, and it applies to much broader than this bill. So 1 and 2 are very narrowly focused on assisted living managers.
Fine.
But yes, they are. It is covered by that the bill that will go into effect next year.
Right. And are there any questions about the amendments? I would add that it is my understanding that all of the relevant parties have agreed to these amendments. Mr. Boston shakes his head. Go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, Frank Boston on behalf of caring.com and A Place for Mom. Yes, we have agreed, and on the amendments, we're fine and support the amendments. I'd like to take this time to thank Delegate Vice Chair Collison for all of her work and the multiple meetings she's had with us and the sponsors and bringing both sides together. Thank you, Ms. Simpson, as well, and you too, Mr. Chair, for joining the meetings. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Certainly.
Seconded.
Okay, is there a motion on the amendments?
Move the amendments.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion on the amendments? Further discussion?
Mr. Chair, if I
Yes,
might.
certainly.
I just want to add my thanks to everyone on these amendments. You know, we started out with a bill that we weren't quite sure where it was going. I'm not sure if either sponsor is on this meeting. I don't see them on my screen, but the sponsors had, came to us with um, a desire to keep the information of clients who are looking for a place to live, or for a family member, to keep them safe and headed in the right direction. I appreciate the advocates for, helping us to understand the industry, the business model, and how the data works within that system, and coming to a conclusion on these amendments, which I think, we have confirmation from both the Senate and the House sponsor that these amendments meet their needs, and we can move forward with them. So, and I absolutely want to thank Lisa for really being extremely innovative in trying to resolve the issues between not having the data privacy law yet and needing to get this bill on board in 2024. So in some way, so you just were masterful in that. We thank you for it. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
And I second that emotion and those remarks. Fully. All right, there's no further discussion. All those in favor of the amendment, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Is there a motion on the bill as amended?
Move the
Move the bill
as
as amended.
Second.
Seconded, and the motion is seconded. All those in favor of the bill as amended, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you all very much. If I may, I don't think I'm going to jinx anything by saying that this is most likely our last subcommittee meeting. Don't clap too loud, Delegate Morgan.
I was muted.
Huh?
I was muted. You couldn't hear it, so.
I saw it.
Just so you guys know, there are two bills. Just
Oh.
We have to do the Senate bill, Mr. Chair.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it's going to be amended.
Oh, okay. The same Senate bill.
It's the
Okay,
same,
sorry, the
but
cross
just-
vote.
Yeah.
Move
Yes.
favorable.
I certainly wouldn't want Senator Hedelman to hear that I didn't move her bill. Um,
Move the amendment.
Amendments are moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion on the bill as amended.
Move the bill as amended.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? It is unanimous. Well, as I was saying, this has been a very cooperative effort among all the members of the subcommittee. I want to thank each and every one of you for your efforts, your support, and your input. And also want to thank our you're not honorary members, you're voting members, Delegate Cullison and Delegate Bagnall, for your help along the way. Very much so on this last bill on the part of Delegate Cullison. And we will resume next session, I believe. 90-day session. And for now, we stand adjourned until the full committee, which is at 2:30, correct? Very good. Thank you all.
Good job, Delegate. Good
Thank
job,
you.
Lisa. Thank you.
Thank you.